you, honey?
Mrs.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Mark Williamson.
Kelly, pleasure.
Hi, Daddy. Nice to meet
Kelly,
you.
nice to see you. Hi, Dawn.
Steve Greggs, good to see you, dear.
Yes, this is the president and his wife of High Point Bank.
Yeah,
How are you? Good to see you again.
How you doing?
Good, good. This is Larry Hill. He's with the ad agency that sponsors High Point Bank.
Hey.
Hey, Flip.
Mark and Betty said if you do a good job today, they're going to give away free samples.
Oh,
How are you? It is so good to see you again. How's married life?
Chuck and Randy have been beside themselves. It's just embarrassing.
Well,
Why'd you have to say that?
Because you know it's true and I like to see you blush.
Am I red?
no, not at
Not
all.
at all.
It's a reflection of
Sunburn,
Yeah.
right?
That's exactly right. It's the shirt. That's right. Come on over and.
Yeah. We're going to put you.
What do you
We're
want to
giving
do,
you the
Randy?
good mic.
Oh,
You want to do pictures first?
Yeah, let's get
Okay.
pictures so
Oh,
these
okay.
folks can go back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Kelly, if you would you autograph this guitar for them? Anything particular?
This is for you.
This is for you. Oh, you kidding?
Yeah.
Don't let
I
him
mean,
sing.
it's going to
Please
cost
don't let him
Isn't that nice?
you. Want me to just personalize it?
Yeah.
be
This is
great.
nice.
How do I spell?
Mark.
M-A-R-K.
You never know anymore.
I've spelled it with
Yeah,
C and everything
yeah,
else.
absolutely. Like the Mark Us kind of thing. They do that.
Yeah.
M-A-R-C or
You're
whatever.
welcome.
That's awesome.
Right. Hey, are we doing
You
pictures
want
now?
to
Do
get
it
a
up
picture here
against
with
the wall?
Mark and Betty?
Yeah. Come on. Hold it here.
I took that picture behind you.
You want to cover him up?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Get in there, Larry.
Oh,
Get a
well,
picture with
sure.
Kelly.
You don't mind.
Yeah, he shaved his head especially
I
for the
did.
occasion.
Yeah, he's usually all doubly.
Yeah, he normally doesn't look that nice. So.
He just roll out of bed like
Just like Chuck.
Come on over.
that. Right
Yeah.
here?
All right.
sure.
Great.
Thank you, Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Kellie Pickler in the house.
Hey,
Welcome home.
thank you very much.
Is this the first time you've been back since we saw you almost 2 years ago?
Gosh, well, not the first time I've been home since then, but it's been a while since I've been in Greensboro. So.
It's the first time since you've been married?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you bring the hubby?
I did not. He had to
Oh.
work, so he's on a songwriting retreat this week.
I
So.
thought you'd bring him and let us break him in right.
Yeah, I know. You know, he's been home with me before, of course, before
Right.
we got married, and he's originally from Minnesota, so
Oh,
yeah.
Was
you
it a
have to
big
learn
shell
how to
shock
say
for him?
A little. You know, he grew up. I mean, he didn't grow up with a silver spoon, so he knows what it's like. I think he can hang in the country.
Yeah.
That's good. So, yeah, I've been following you on Twitter, and you
Yeah.
sound so happy. Like
Oh, my
this is
gosh.
absolutely your soulmate and all that.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I wouldn't have gotten married if I didn't
Right.
know that. You
Right.
know. Yeah, Kyle's so amazing. He's by far the most incredible thing that's happened to me ever. So,
Well, that's pretty
I'm
cool
so-
to be
I'm
able to
so
say that,
blessed,
considering
yeah.
you've
Yeah.
had such a great career and everything.
I
like
mean,
that.
I'd give up everything for him. He's
Wow.
amazing. So, yeah.
guess
Dang, I don't even think she'd give up that much for you, Chuck.
Guess I don't have a chance anymore.
I know. You're out.
So I see you tweeting about the new album. You're working on new music.
I am. We are wrapping up the album. We just had the creative meeting this past Monday to start the artwork process. You know, the photo shoots and getting
Okay,
all
so-
that together.
So the
video.
album's pretty much done then. If you're at the
Well,
the
it's not
artwork.
completely done,
Okay,
but
so-
we're doing a lot as much as trying to get it together. But I think for the most part, most of my part's done. I think we got to of course send it off to be mastered and whatnot and get the artwork. We haven't even done the photo shoot yet, so we after we get the package together, it takes a couple months.
Right.
It has to be sent off and copies made and shipped out to the different stores and whatnot, so it's a long process. I think they said after it's completely finished and in our hands, the CD with the pictures done, completed the way you want it to, it takes about 3 months, I think, after
Right,
that to
So
get everything.
sometime midsummer, fall, that we'll have.
Hopefully,
Probably have a new single
as
out
soon as possible.
next couple
we
of
will.
months.
Absolutely. You know what? It's so crazy because you'd think I just get to say what I want
Yeah.
because it's my record, but
Yeah.
there's so many politics involved.
Yeah, you're like
I
us.
have so many. I'm really not the boss.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have to answer to higher powers.
And nothing is ever in stone. It can change overnight.
Yeah, I
Right,
think
right.
I think before they wanted us to really announce is, you know, they want to make sure that it's set in stone.
Right, right. But anyway, so
But it
you're-
will be very, very soon.
I noticed
Very
that on Facebook or on Twitter rather, you sound like you're pretty pumped up about the new music and
I am.
you know, really fired up about it.
I'm very excited.
Hey, let me ask you something. I heard a rumor, and I don't know if this is true, but
Oh, they're all true.
they're all true.
Careful about that.
I've been called everything. So
I think
I'll
it's
take
pretty
it.
cool the way that I understood that at some point they offered you an opportunity to do a reality show,
Oh yeah.
and I don't know why you didn't do that, but I could just guess that that they didn't do things or they were painting country music and, you know, country folks, the lifestyle, maybe in a negative light. In some way, but I understand that they were going to do kind of a Kellie Pickler reality show behind your wedding and all of that stuff. Is that true?
Yeah, actually, we did. Well, I've been offered reality shows since American Idol, and you know that's just not where I really the direction I want to go.
Takes
You know,
your focus off the music.
Yeah, and you kind of open the door to, you know, anyone can come in, and at that point, when you open that door, you know, you're opening it to so many people criticizing and picking you apart, and once you open the door, you can't close it, and you can't complain about it,
Right.
because you never know who's going to come in. You never know what's going to happen with it, and you know, we did get an offer from a network to document our wedding process, and they had filmed, you know, the cake testing, the flower. I mean, we had planned the whole wedding pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, we were very, very close to being finished with it, with all the planning process. And I just looked at Kyle one day and I went, "Baby, this ain't us. You know, let's just run away and let's elope." And he goes, "I thought you'd never ask."
Oh,
You know, it
that's
just wasn't-
awesome. That's
See,
great.
that's
so
awesome.
we
Yeah.
just kind of axed everything, and of course we had to. I called my manager Larry, and I told him how we were feeling about it. And plus, this is so intimate, and it's the most sacred thing in our life, and you know, it's all about Kyle and me and God, and we're making a covenant with God. And
Right.
you know, TV too tends to kind of make Christians look crazy. So
right.
you just never know how it's going to be painted for the public. So I thought that for us, it just wasn't right for us, and he agreed, and so we just ended
That's
up
totally
running.
awesome
I
that you would do
Stand
that.
up.
That's
Stand
totally
up.
awesome that
So we
Yeah.
turned down a big chunk of
Yeah.
change. But,
Not only
you
that,
know,
but you know, a lot of people were
you
like,
can't buy that. What we
Yeah.
have is
Right.
not for sale. You know,
a
that's,
lot of people would be like, "Man, look at the exposure and all
Oh,
that stuff."
yeah.
It's really
Yeah,
cool.
I mean,
that,
it was, as far as career goes, it was not a great career choice, I'm sure, because we didn't want, you never know, we don't want to be the, you know, Nick and Jessica of this generation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
at the
no
end of the day,
offense,
you have to
I
live with
love
yourself.
Jessica. She's an absolute sweetheart. She's
Yeah.
a doll.
well, but
But,
if you
yeah.
talk
You just
to
never
Jessica,
know.
if you talk to her, I mean, we've talked to her before, and she will tell you that she wished she hadn't have done that show.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, it
She's-
really it opens the doors to being, like I said, ripped apart, and it could really drive a wedge in between a relationship. And although we know nothing would ever separate us except God, but it's just a risk that we don't want to take, because it also not only affects us, but it affects our families. You know, I have a little brother that, you know, he's 10, he'll be 11 in May, and you know, he's a top priority. He's still in school, and I know the strain and the pressure that it puts on your family. You know, my sister's
Right.
21, and still, you know, it's just, it affects everyone. And there was so much of my personal life that would have been displayed.
Right, right.
You know, with my family, we all know that backstory, but
Right, right, and
it
you've
just
gotten
wasn't-
past that. It's
yeah, and
it's
it
time to
just
move on. Let's not
wasn't-
you know.
It wasn't worth the risk.
Right.
You know.
Well, do me a favor. We love you so much here in the Carolinas and here at the Wolf. We want to be one of the first stations in the world to play your new music. So
Oh.
will you make sure that Chris gets that to us? And
Absolutely.
I mean, we want to be the very first station to play your new song.
Absolutely, that means a lot to me. I mean, anytime I come home to North Carolina and, you know, we're riding through it, it's so cool to just hear your music playing on the radio. This is where I grew up, you know.
Yeah.
I auditioned here and for American Idol. I mean, everything really started in this town and in this state as a whole, and everyone's just been so supportive. And I try to represent the North Carolinians as good as possible. I
think
make
you
everybody
absolutely
happy.
you do.
do.
I think you do.
And
Yeah.
just hearing that story just you know, drives that fact home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really all about, you know, protecting the most important thing you have, and that's your soul. And it's so easy to lose that in this business. It's easy to lose it in the world in general, but especially so in this industry. I mean, you both have seen it all
Yeah.
too, I'm sure. But yeah, there's just, you have to keep your priorities together. You have to keep your priorities together, and that's with any career choice that you know, choose to pursue. But it can be tricky. You have to definitely a big part of it is surrounding yourself by good people, having the right team of people around you, because you can get yourself in a big hot mess.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we all have seen it. I mean, you can turn on the TV and see. But yeah, I've been blessed. I have some great people around me. I have an amazing husband. You know, I have my best friends from home that are probably listening. Hey, Summer.
Ah, very good.
And Jenny. But yeah, all my girls back home, and I want to actually go visit them.
Oh, great.
I get a little bit of free time, so I'm going to go and hop on the bus and pick up one of my friends and take her back to Tennessee with me.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow. You know what? People ask me and Chuck a lot because they know that you've been to the station several times, and they're always like, is Kellie Pickler as nice as she really seems, or has she got the big head since she's gone up to Nashville? And we're like, no. She's still the girl on the roller skates at Sonic, and, you know, only she sings now.
I mean, I would, if I had to put them back on, you know, I mean, I'd do it. You gotta do what you gotta do. So it's good that they kind of did something different. It needed to be freshened up.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
I just will always remember Simon saying, "You little minx."
I mean,
you're naughty minx.
Naughty little minx.
I will say that I'm so, and I might not should say this, but I'll say it anyways. I'm so glad that I got to audition when Simon was there, though. I'm so glad that I got the opportunity to audition with Paula, Randy, and Simon. I really like him. I do. I think that he's so honest, and that's what you need. Too many people in this business tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
And it ends up hurting you instead of helping you. And when you have someone that's there giving you constructive criticism, then you know what you need to work on, and so you can go back and work on improving in those parts. But I thought that he gave really great advice. I think that he, you know, his motives were right. You know, and I trust, whenever he would critique or say anything to me, I really valued and trusted his opinion, because he, you know, this isn't his first rodeo.
No,
so.
he's made some stars, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I'm so glad that I got to be a part of the season that I was on, and plus I made so many great friends, and North Carolina as a whole really represented that year.
Yeah.
3 or 4 in the top 10 from Idol, or from North Carolina.
Kellie Pickler on the Wake Up with the Wolf Show.